Shri Gauranga Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura BhaktiVinode Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jayo Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan. Reading from chapter 38 of the Jaiva Dharma. Shingaras Sambhoga. Previously we read about the feelings of separation. Now we're reading about the union, Sambhoga. Folding his hands, Vijay Kumar inquired from his guru about Sambhoga Ras. Gopal Guru Goswami began to speak. The Goswami said, there are two types of Krishna's pastimes, prakat and aprakat. The condition of separation of the Braj women from Krishna has been described according to the prakat pastimes of Krishna. In aprakat pastimes, there is no separation at all of the Braj women from Krishna, who eternally enjoys in the forests of Vrindavan with pastimes like the Rasa dance. The Padma Purana and others say that there Krishna plays in the association of the cows, the gopas, and the gopis. Plays is in the present tense to indicate that Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan are eternal. In other words, they continually go on. There is no separation by his going off to some far-off place. Sambhoga, therefore, is eternal. That bhav, which increases the joy of a couple by engaging in seeing each other, in their embraces, and in other exchanges of love out of favorable attitude, is called Sambhoga, or enjoyment in union. So this is the sought-after goal. Even in the mood of separation, the desire is to join in union with Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he calls out in the mood of separation with the desire to join with Krishna here it is said, in the enjoyment of union, or Sambhoga. So Vijay Kumar inquires now, what is that primary Sambhoga? Primary, or Mukhya Sambhoga, takes place in the waking state, and there are four varieties. That Sambhoga in which the couple utilizes very few of the facilities for enjoyment because of fear or shyness is called Sangshipta. There may be some anticipation because of some fearful situation, or even out of shyness. So they may come together or glance at each other. Some type of union takes place, but it is Sangshipta, means abbreviated, short. But when the actions of love are mixed with remembrance of displeasing actions of the lover, it is called Sankirna Sambhoga, tasting hot like sugarcane juice. Sometimes one may recall something which was displeasing, and therefore the love is there, but it is also of a hot nature. When the lovers meet after being separated from a short distance, it is called sampanna. There are two types of meeting, arrival and manifesting. Approaching through regular actions is called arrival. The sudden manifestation of Krishna in front of his beloveds, who are agitated with Rudra Bhav, is called Pradurbhav, or manifested. When they may feel some anger and Krishna all of a sudden shows up. The Sambhoga arising from Rudra Bhav, arising from separation, is the pinnacle of perfect excessive bliss. The great enjoyment of lovers uniting who have been separated and who find it most difficult to meet because of others controlled is called Samriddhaman. Sometimes there's situations in which the lovers, Radha and Krishna, cannot meet. They've been separated due to some situation. But when they finally come to meet, that great enjoyment is seen. That now we have become free of that obstacle which has kept us apart, and now we can come together. Vijay Kumar says, what are the secondary types of Sambhoga? Dreams. One may come together in dreams, general or particular. General dreams are described as vyabhichari bhavs in one's state of remembrance, either asleep or awake. Special dreams are those experienced in the state indistinguishable from the awakened state. These are most astonishing. Vijay Kumar says, in dreams there are no real events. How does that Sambhoga take place? How do they actually meet? Well, Goswami says, the Sarupa of waking state in dreams is one. Really, in the spiritual world, wake or dream, both are realities. It is also seen in the state of Usha and Aniruddha, who dreamed of each other. And similarly, Krishna and the gopis simultaneously dream of enjoying with each other. What do you think their dreams would be? They're naturally thinking of Krishna every moment, so in their dreams they're also desiring to meet with Krishna, and so that dream will bring about a meeting. There are two types of dreams. A dream while awake, we call it daydream. Naturally, they're thinking, when will I meet Krishna? And they see the union taking place. So that is a type of union in their dream, but they're seeing that taking place. Or in that sleep state. Their dreams are spiritual, beyond the gunas, beyond the modes of nature. They are a part of the supreme spiritual truth. What we think of as dreams, like some imaginary thing, imaginary or not, in the spiritual world, all is true, all is real. Krishna produces something like astonishing dreams, and then associates with his devotees in those dreams. Sometimes, even within this world, Krishna appears within the dreams of his devotees. Vijay Kumar says, oh, please describe the excellence of this Sambhoga. The Anubhavs, says Goswami, are when one has the ability to see or to speak or to touch, to play, blocking the path, rasa dance, pastimes in Vrindavan, playing in the Jamuna's waters, boat pastimes, stealing pastimes, toll gate pastimes, hiding in the bower, drinking liquor together, Krishna dressing as a woman, sometimes pretending to sleep and hearing what is being said, gambling, pulling of the clothing, kissing, embracing, scratching, tasting the lips, and amorous union. All of these constitute coming together, and these are all different ways in which they enjoy. In the boating pastimes or gambling pastimes, so many different pastimes. These playful pastimes are called Leela Vilas. The playful pastimes are of one type, says Vijay Kumar, and amorous union is another. Which gives more happiness? Leela Vilas gives more happiness. That is, playful pastimes. When Krishna and the gopis are engaged in such pastimes which are full of joy and play, that is so endearing to them both, to be with each other and to enjoy such pastimes, such as boating or toll gate, all of these things. How do the gopis address Krishna? In other words, what terms of endearment do they use in calling out for Krishna? Oh, they address Krishna like, oh Gokulananda, oh bliss of Gokul, oh Govinda, oh Gustacha Kula Chandra, O moon arising in the family of the Braj king, O Praneshwara, master of our lives, O Sundar Angsa, crown of all handsome men, O Narga Shiromani, O crest jewel of crest jewel of lovers, O Vrindavana Chandra, O moon of Vrindavan, O Manohara, O handsome Prince of Braj. These are the ways the gopis call out in endearing terms. Vijay Kumar says, though the prakat and aprakat, meaning manifest and unmanifest, that's those which appear within this world and those which are existing only in the spiritual world, these are of two types, but they're considered one tattva. But what are the types of prakat pastimes of Braj? Goswami says the prakat pastimes of Braj are of two types, nitya and naimatika. That is, that which is continual and that which is temporary. Such as the eightfold pastimes, they are considered nitya. They go on daily. Killing a putana, leaving for Mathura, these are naimatika. They don't happen all the time. Things that go on regularly, they're called nitya. So he says, I want to know the definition of these nitya pastimes. Goswami says, oh, Vijay, do you want to hear the pastimes as described by the sages or by the Goswamis? Oh, let me hear what the sages state. Goswami says, there are 8 parts of the day. We can divide the day into 8 parts. Beginning with the end of night, then early morning, forenoon, noon, afternoon, twilight, evening, and night. Oh, let me hear these descriptions. Goswami says, I will give these descriptions as they're given by Sadashiva, the Guru of the universe, Mahadev. It is written that Lord Shiva has said, Sadashiva Uvacha, that the beloveds of Krishna, thinking themselves married to others, give pleasure to Krishna with deep love. So Lord Shiva, we understand, as he resides in Braj, is a devotee in the mood of longing for the experience of realizing Krishna with the gopis. And he has given his method by which one can attain this. This is found in the Kumara Samhita. So this is quoted from there, Sadashiva Uvacha, that pure Mahadev, absorbed in the love of Radha and Krishna, says that the beloveds of Krishna, the gopis, although they think themselves married to others, they give pleasure to Krishna with their deep love. One should meditate that one is among them. So Mahadev says, if you want to enter into this divine Leela, you must identify with the gopis of Braj. Therefore, you should meditate that you are one of them. You have an attractive form, a girl of Kaishara age, endowed with all beauty and youth, expert in the various arts that gives pleasure to Krishna. But if requested by Krishna, does not enjoy with him personally. In other words, one should understand that I am under the group leader, headed by Radharani or another, but primarily we think of Radha and Krishna. And therefore, under their guidance, sometimes we're given the right to enter into union with Krishna, depending on our age also. Manjari Bhav is another state, Sakhi Bhav is. But that also depends upon the mood of the group leader. Therefore, she always follows Radha. Whatever Radharani wants, that is the mood of Radha Dasyam. Whatever Radharani wants. She is the supreme leader. Our heart is dedicated to her service, Radha Dasyam. And therefore, we are surrendered to her and we serve her. What is her desire becomes our desire. That gopi, therefore, has more love for Radha than for Krishna. In the mood of Radha Dasyam, our dedication is to Radha. She is the one we know that brings pleasure to Krishna, but our pleasure is in serving Radha. Therefore, we call out Radhe, Radhe all the time. In that mood of, we are servants of Radharani. She makes efforts every day out of affection to bring Radha and Krishna together. The mood of the gopis is how to make a plan to bring Radha and Krishna together. That is the happiness of the gopis, bringing Radha and Krishna together, not seeking one's individual relationship with Krishna, but seeking Radharani's pleasure and bringing them together. And if Radharani desires that we also enjoy with Krishna, she may send us, but that is up to her in the mood of service to Radha. She is most blissful by relishing the happiness of serving the divine couple. That is the gopis' happiness. Thinking of oneself in this way, Lord Shiva is still speaking, these are his instructions, one should learn to perform service. How to serve the divine couple throughout the 8 portions of the day. That is called Asta-Kaliya Leela. The Leelas of 8 portions of the day, and how to serve in those Leelas. This is the nature of Raganuga Bhakti, serving in that mood of a gopi of Braj, following or taking shelter of Srimati Radharani and serving under her guidance. So one should think of oneself in this way, and one should perform service, starting from the Brahma Muhurta. What are the pastimes at the end of night? Now, Shri Vrindadevi is speaking at this point. Here Vrindadevi describes what is going on. In charming Vrindavan, decorated with 50 bowers, in a bower made of desire trees, in a house made of attractive gems, the couple remains sleeping, tightly embraced. So they have met in the evening time. Now it is early morning, Brahma Muhurta. It's early morning time. They're sleeping together in the cottage that has been prepared by the gopis for the divine union to take place. Now morning time is approaching. Sun will rise soon. The couple remains sleeping, tightly embraced. So Vrinda gives the order to the birds that you should awake the divine couple by your chatter. Let them hear your sounds. They will then begin to awake. Having attained an unbreakable tight embrace, they feel pain to break it. They don't want to separate. They feel the joy of that union of being together. They do not have the determination to get up from bed at all. They don't like that. That daytime is approaching. They've looked forward throughout the whole day previously to gain this union, and now they're tightly embraced. They don't want to see daylight again. They want to remain in each other's embrace. But finally, awakened by parrots, who recite various verses, they rise from their beds. Seeing them sitting on the beds in bliss, the Sakhis enter to perform various services for them, which is appropriate to the time. By the words of the Sharikas, they rise, that is the parrots, they rise from the bed and go to their houses filled with some fear and longing. That is, that they may have been detected. Remember, the girls are considered married girls, and they're sneaking out in the middle of the night. So there's an element of fear there, that they're meeting with Krishna, but they may have been detected. So there's a little fear. They're returning home, hoping that it has not been noticed that they have left the house in the middle of the night. So they go to their houses filled with fear and longing. This is the early morning pastime. that is before the sun rises, or as the sun is rising. Then what are the morning pastimes? Awakened by his mother, Krishna quickly rises from bed, brushes his teeth, along with Balaram. In other words, now Krishna has settled into he has snuck home, got into his bed, but now it is time to wake up. Mother comes, Krishna, Krishna, wake up. Utishta, Utishta, wake up, wake up. It's time to get up. Balaram, you too, go brush your teeth. With the permission of his mother, then he goes to the cow sheds, eager to milk the cows. Radha is also awakened by experienced friends from her bed. So Radha has also gone home, and she then has her maidservants who come and wake her. She also rises and brushes her teeth, has an early morning massage, and she goes to the bathing platform, and she is bathed by Lalita and others. Then she goes to the dressing room. There, friends decorate her with various attractive ornaments, ointments, scents, and garlands. Jashoda's servants carefully make a request to Radha's mother-in-law. Radha and her Sakhis are called by Jashoda to cook quickly for Krishna. So Mother Jashoda sends a request that can Radharani come this morning and cook for Krishna. This takes place regularly, so this is a Nitya Leela, continual, that every morning Radharani comes, and Mother Jashoda makes that request. And for various reasons or purposes, she's allowed to leave the home and go and cook for Krishna. Nanda said, "Oh, Vrindadevi, why is she called by Jashoda to cook? Since there are many cooks headed by Rohini," and Vrindadevi describes why she's allowed here. She was given a benediction by a great sage, Durvasa Muni. I have heard this from the mouth of Katyayani. "O Radha," he gave the blessing, "whatever you cook, by my mercy, that food will be sweet, tastier than nectar, and will give long life to the eater." Mother Jashoda heard about this blessing, and therefore she desires that Radharani come and cook for Krishna, so they can share in that blessing. That because whatever she cooks will be tastier and sweeter, like nectar itself. And it also blesses one with long life. So for that reason, Jashoda, out of affection for her son, calls Radha daily. And she thinks, my son will live long because of desiring that tasty food. Permitted then by her mother-in-law, Radha joyfully goes to Nanda's house. Going with her Sakhis, she cooks. So Radharani's mother-in-law, Jatila, she understands that blessings can come through this arrangement. After all, Jashoda, she's like the queen of Vrindavan and is very wealthy. And so she showers some blessings also that way. That sending your daughter, married daughter to her son, she will get blessings, and therefore she allows. Okay, as long as she's with her Sakhis, she shall be okay. After milking some cows and having other milk, the rest of the cows, and others milking the rest of the cows, Krishna returns to his house by his father's instruction, along with his friends. Having been joyfully massaged and bathed by servants, he puts on washed cloth, a garland, and sandalwood. Shining, with hair bound up in 2 bundles over his neck and forehead, he is anointed with tilak in the form of moon on his forehead. His hands shine with jeweled rings, bracelets, armlets, and bangles. He has pearl necklace on his chest and Makara-shaped earrings. Constantly called by his mother, he enters the dining room, taking support of his mother's hand, followed by Baladev. We'll stop at this point here, and next time we pick up the book, we'll read more about the daily eightfold pastimes of Radha and Krishna, as instructed by Mahadev for our meditations. These are given to us by Mahadev for our meditations, daily meditations. And we can understand that in Braj, when the deity worship is going on, it is divided into 8 portions of the day. And so, those who are advanced on the raga level, they can absorb themselves when they enter into the deity room to think in this way and remember these pastimes, these leelas that take place when they serve the deity, such as Radharaman, 8 times a day, in accordance with these divine leelas, and thereby absorbing themselves in the reality that we are the maidservants of Radha and Krishna, and we are dedicating our life to the service of Radharani for the pleasure of Krishna. Jai Gaur Premanandi Haribol. Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna.